Hi, I am Sylvia P. Thomas, also known as Mama Butterfly, and I wrote this book, Echoes of Our Ancestors. I've been writing poetry since I guess about junior high. My grandmother had a book of the complete works of Paul Laurence Dunbar, one of our very famous and very prolific Black poets. And she gave that book to my mom, and my mom passed it on to me, and I loved a lot of his poetry. And even had like what's called dialect poems, where you're just talking like, yeah, what's up, dude, and that really interested me, seeing how dialect was used in poetry. Then later on, one of my biggest influences was Nikki Giovanni. Her poetry was on the radio, and it would be played with drumming and the jazz music and in the background, and she would recite her poetry, and I just thought that was just the coolest thing. And what she talked about was like our people and our struggle and everything that our people were going through and what women were going through and all the whole social situation. And I'm like, oh, that is just so cool. And she was one of the influences. I came of age in the civil rights movement, and this was a time of Black consciousness, and now we say African consciousness, because we had our heritage stolen from us. And one of the things that I write about in a lot of my poetry is how our people are great people, and our culture, how it goes back thousands of years, and we have so much that we've accomplished. And I also want to get that across to everybody, but especially to our people. And it makes a big difference in how strong your community is when your community believes in yourself. And another reason I write is because there's so many of us that are still struggling in darkness, including myself. And I want to help people find a way to, get to the light. They're about my life, they're about romance, they're about nature, they're about relationships, they're about African consciousness, about culture, redeeming our heritage, they're about social justice, they're about fighting racism, they're about enlightening our people and also the larger community. This is who we are from us. Other people defining us is not acceptable, and we need to define ourselves and each other, and we need to pass this down to our children. Our children are being taught that, well, we're this way when in fact we're that way, and we have every right to be. And they, and our children especially need to know that they have a right to be who they are from their ancestors, not who other people are defining them of. And there's just a mix of different emotions and inspirations, because this is poetry that I've written over my entire lifetime.